was a period when I almost stopped sharing entirely. Not because I had nothing to say. It was because my real life didn't match the version of me people knew online. At the time, my content only showed all of my success. It's Instagram, right? We only showing the highlight reels. But behind the scenes, I was realizing that I had built a life that looked right, but I didn't fit in it. And I didn't know how to explain that without sounding ungrateful, so I started posting less. And then less became barely. What I wasn't sharing was how confusing it felt. Not because my life was bad, but because I had worked so hard to become this version of myself. When I felt stuck, I questioned myself instead of what I had built. What I learned is that sometimes the problem isn't what you failed to build. It's that you built for approval instead of alignment. That doesn't mean everything you built was for nothing, but eventually I had to ask myself, do you actually want this, or did you just want to be able to say you could pull it off? Because those are two different things. I would tell you, if you're in this right now, is that you don't have to keep performing a life that doesn't feel true to you just because it made sense to everybody else. I give you permission to admit that you chose what looked right, not what felt right. Because a life can check every single box on paper and still be too small, too borrowed, or too basic for someone who was never meant to be ordinary.